I'm Carrie Freemyeer. I'm originally from Barnard and have lived in Maryville for the last several years. Have three kids plus a daughter-in-law, and um, just stay active doing stuff with them. I'm actually just a few days shy of 4 years ago, which is kind of crazy. Random Sunday morning, woke up, my chest hurt really bad. I had major pain in between my shoulder blades, and I honestly just thought that I slept wrong because I couldn't figure out what else it could be. We had a family outing planned for that day that I did not want to miss. So I just decided I was going to just get through it, not tell anybody because my symptoms were, looking at a heart attack. And I'm like, well, surely that's not what it is. So I'm just going to go get through this family event. Did that, came home and went straight to bed because I felt terrible. Next day I got up and still felt awful. Like, okay, I'm just going to go to work. Once I get there, I'll snap out of it and I'll feel fine. Within probably about an hour of being at work, I called Dr. Bomar's office, and honestly, I sugarcoated my symptoms because if I told her, they were going to send me to the ER, and I really just wanted to go talk to her and figure out why I felt so bad. So I went to her office, told them how I felt. They immediately did an EKG, and then I was being wheeled up to the ER, and they did another EKG there, did a lot of blood work, gave me some nitro, and I went home on bed rest. Then we finally got to the point to do a stress test, and that's what finally showed that I had a heart attack. It all stems from energy drinks. I've started drinking several of those a day. Wasn't eating real great. It would fill me up, and so I thought that was the way to go. I could just go all day, and it caught up with me. The hardest part was I had so many people tell me that I didn't meet the criteria for a heart attack. I mean, people, not just medical field, I mean, just people in general, just kept saying, you're not overweight. I was just a few weeks shy of being 45 years old at that time. I was active. I worked out all the time. I was in great shape, but the damage I did from the energy drinks, it won, and it was affecting my heart in more ways than I could even imagine. I ended up having a heart cath done. Luckily, there was no blockage, but it was a huge wake-up call to me. And I mean, not that I wanted it to happen, but I don't know what would have happened if I would have kept going because the energy drinks were really zapping me, even though I thought it was helping me. So I think the biggest thing for me is just getting the word out that, number one, it doesn't matter what the criteria is. It can happen to anybody. I never in a million years would have guessed it was going to happen to me, but I was proven wrong, and I'm grateful that I could do everything here in Maryville. I see everything so much different now. Like now, it's just a passion of mine. I guess I want to be as healthy as I can be, and I want to still be the active mom. I mean, my kids are all grown now, but I still want to be there and be the mom that I used to be, because there for a while I was not the active mom like I was before all this happened. And I hate that I let the energy drinks affect me the way they did. But like I said, I'm glad that, luckily I had no blockage, and it wasn't any worse than what I had to deal with. I mean, it's still kind of hard for me to even believe that it happened, let alone other people, whenever they say, again, you didn't meet the criteria. And I knew in my own heart that something was definitely wrong. And I don't think I'll ever feel the way I felt before then. But every day, I just push a little harder, and you have to have the right mindset, I guess, to bounce back.